Hi there, we are here with Legends of Runeterra. I'm going to run through the Ancient Fear. We're going to take a look at that one here, and we're going to use Kaisa to do it. I still need to get my Shurima champion completed on this, so we'll use her for that purpose. The enemy special power is Jump Scare. When they draw a follower that costs 2 or less, they summon it. So that means it's just going to automatically play to the board. And then just a quick look here at how I've built Kaisa. She's currently level 34, and my relics are Luden's Tempest. All my spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. This gives her an immediate significant power boost as soon as she gets her upgrade. If you look at her card here, well, we'll look at it in a minute. I forgot I can't enlarge it from here unless there we go. So if you look at her card here, once she levels up, or evolves rather, she'll level up. And then she'll do 1 point of damage for each positive keyword she has. So this basically, Luden's Tempest will double her damage, instantly. And the more keywords she has, the more damage she outputs. So this is a very powerful combo for her. I also use the Chemitech Duplicator. It's not uncommon for her matches to go to 6 mana gems or more. And when that happens, she can get basically double spells. And that's very powerful, especially if she has the Augment ability or keyword later in the game. Mainly because any created cards that she has will boost her attack, which means that when I play her second skin card, here we go, when I play that, since it's a created card, it will basically play twice and give her double upgrades on her attack. Also, she has a lot of Shurima skills that lower enemy damage or apply vulnerability or summon cards or give attack bonuses to my own cards, so having that play out twice gives me a pretty good power curve while also weakening enemy units. And then lastly, I chose Sekos Brand because she winds up being very powerful in her skill attack, where she deals 2 points of damage with Luden's Tempest to enemies based on number of keywords, winds up killing a lot of enemies, so it creates a lot of husks, which then when I play other cards, the husks will absorb into them, give me a further power curve boost, and also pull in more keywords that she can use second skin to accumulate and continue to boost her power. So this is a pretty, in my opinion, is a pretty good way to boost her, make her strong, and keep her pertinent throughout the game. So let's see here. Ancient Fear, and we'll launch. First power is pretty important. I'll usually burn some rerolls here to try to make sure I get the right one. Although right off the bat we've got some pretty good ones. So sorcery is very powerful for her. It gives her the ability to use her spells right off the bat since it refills the spell mana. However, the skills is also really good. Like I said, I've already got her up from 1 to 2. This would push her up to 4. This would make her skill use extremely powerful. And in my opinion, it's a toss-up. The 5+ power ally is also good. She's got some units, and she herself will do more than 5 points of damage. That's like an instant attack the moment they spawn. So all 3 of these are pretty good skills. I'm going to go with All Skill just to boost her power some more. I think that's going to give me the most bang for my buck. Alright, Sleepless Slumber. When they attack, they play a Darkness, and that Darkness is going to target my Nexus. I play with no volume because I have not figured out yet how to play with volume and voiceover and not have the two collide. Alright, so this is the starting hand. Void Blaster is a good card. I'll get that in the next round. I'll start with 2 gems so I can play Aspiring Chronomancer right off the bat, and then I have 2 very good spells I can use if needed. So we're going to stick with that hand. I'm not going to swap anything out. I'm not going to go through all the language and cutscenes and whatnot. I'm moving this fairly quickly here. So she has Dark Bulb, or he has Dark Bulb, whatever it is. It has Dark Bulb. So it could, of course, attack, and it has a Darkness, which does 2 points of damage to an enemy. So I can play my Voidling. It has Elusive, that's good. However, the Darkness will kill it, and then the Dark Bulb is a free attack. So I'm going to play the Chronomancer instead, because it will take a combined attack of the Dark Bulb and the Darkness to kill it. And then I'm going to choose the Elder, because I only have 2 units. This gives me a 3rd unit aside from my champion. They play a second Dark Bulb. So we're just going to block one of them then. Alright. Chronomancer's still in the game. He still has a darkness in hand. Or it still has a darkness in hand. I don't know what it is. A sleepless slumber. Alright, so I'm on the attack. I could play the Void Blaster. I could play the Belvethi Elder. And let's see, this guy's got Fury. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Elder because it has quick attack, which means I get to kill the enemy unit before it has a chance to attack, as long as my attack power is higher than its health. And then I could use Vulnerable. I could decrease the power by 2 and assign Vulnerable to an enemy. Or I could use Payday and pick a random buff to apply. In this case, we're going to use Exhaust on the Doom Beast. We're going to attack, and we're going to drag the Doom Beast back. Basically, I'm guaranteeing to kill their most powerful card, the Doom Beast. And then it doesn't matter whichever card they use to counter my Chronomancer, it's going to be mutual destruction. They will both die. So it should be a 1-to-1 when we finish this. And I have the better card between the two. As long as it doesn't get to strike. It will boost the damage of darkness. But in theory, it only gets to boost once before I counter it. We have another Doom Beast, and I need to decide what card to use. I'll go ahead and throw down the Void Blaster. It has 4 health, which means it can counter this guy pretty effectively. And, oh good, in round. I'll go ahead and use Payday. I'm going to buff the Elder, because I don't want to lose that quick attack. I'm going to give it Tough. That gives me a lot of keywords. It also brings me up to Evolve status. Now this round, as I play Kesa, she will level up as soon as I play her. There's the level up animation. As much as I enjoy the animation, sometimes I do wish we could skip them, because when you play the animation every single fight, it tends to drag your total game out. And we're going to pick the Elder because it has the most keywords. We're going to transfer those to her. Well, less transfer, more duplicate. I'm just going to assign them in order of ascending power. I'm going to do 41 points of damage. They'll try to block. I only have Overwhelm on the Void Blaster. So in theory, I only deal 6 points of damage if they block both of my attacks. So let's see how this goes. No. Okay, the AI did something pretty stupid. And in the end, I smoked him. And as you saw, I dealt a lot of damage just then with Kesa's attack. That's why I went with the extra damage for the spells. Alright, first round down. Here we go. Let's keep going. Alright, let's see. Grant all allies in your deck and hand +2. Well, I don't want to do Ephemeral because that's actually going to hurt me. I don't have an Ephemeral deck. Shadow Tech Walker has 2 keywords. That's very nice. Good health. Attack's kind of meh. But it has 2 keywords and it's Deathless, which gives it a 3rd. So that's actually a pretty strong card for Kesa's deck. 3 keywords is nice. However, here we have Quinn. Quinn is a hero, a champion rather. And, oops. She has Scout, so she has 1 keyword. That means she gets to attack twice, basically. First time with other scouts. I'll definitely get the 4 attacks in. So she has a good chance of leveling up. When she attacks, she'll summon Valor and she'll challenge the strongest enemy. So that's a good way to get the strongest enemy out of your way. And +2/+2 makes sure a 5/7 cards. That's actually pretty good. Shadow Tech fits with the deck better, but Quinn's a hero, a champion rather, so I'm going to take Quinn. It's never a bad idea to have more champions. Well, let me take it back. Having too many champions can be bad because it will divide your deck, but I think having 3 here will be okay. So we're going to look here at Victor's deck. So we have Deathless and Spirit, Quick Attack, and Augment. 4 keywords. Hot dog. That's a jackpot for us. Calculate Creations is pretty standard, nothing really major there. Here we have Victor. So when you play a spell, grant him 1/1. I have the duplicator, so that means that he'll get +2/+2 after I reach 6 mana gems. That's a very powerful power curve for him. He costs 1 less than Kesa, so he won't compete for her to come out in the same round like Quinn will. So I'm not overloading that round 4 because I start with 2 gems. So round 4 I'll get 5 gems. Also, because he has the Hex Core upgrade, that means he will create a keyword every round, and that's going to be big for empowering Kesa. So she and Victor have great synergy. I'm going to take that without even looking at the other ones. Alright, I don't need health. I'm only down 1 point, so we're going to go for the extra gold. We're going to attack the Vicious Mockery. Now it has the power that when the foe summons a unit, it grants gloom to the player's units that have less power than it. This is kind of a race against time kind of a match because the gloom will stack, and over time it stacks more and more, and eventually the gloom can actually delete your characters right out. It'll reduce their health to 0 and kill them. I have too many high value cards. I'll keep Quinn as a champion, get rid of the 2 Hive Heralds, say that 5 times fast. Alright, decent starter deck here. Alright, a full Victor. Hoping to see Quesada. This is the downside of having too many champions, is you can pull a champion that's not your main. We're going to go ahead and play the Chronomancer here. And I need a unit, so I'll play the Void Blaster. And we're even up on attack power, so they're gonna hold back instead of sacrificing their unit, knowing I'll win that. They're gonna hold back and reserve it. That's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this guy. That gets him off the board. And I'm going to go ahead and play this. I could have played the Void Blaster. I chose not to. Mainly because I did not want to gloom him. I'm going to give him Lucky Find. That boosts his health. Because the gloom is going to decrease his health over time. And my goal here is to keep him as a blocker for now. That's boosting the gloom on my character. As you see, his damage went down 1, or his attack went down 2 actually because of this. And then his health went down 1 as well. Now I will play Victor. He's been gloomed. I'm actually going to save Victor. So I could block, 5 points, 5 points, 6 points. I'm going to do this, and actually, you know what? He will gloom in the next round, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just block the higher one. He'll come back with Deathless. Very good. Alright, we'll play X-Core Upgrade. That gives him a boost and helps him stay alive. We're going to play X-Core Upgrade again. It's a slow spell which takes a turn, which means the enemy gets to go after me. So the hope is that, any gloom cards won't attack my new cards right off the bat. Kind of preserving them to a certain extent. Alright. I could play Quinn. 5/7. Alright, let's do that. Let's get Quinn on the board so she can start observing and seeing the number of attacks, because she needs to see 5 attacks to level up. Alright, we're going to summon Valor. We're going to pull, what's this guy? Play. I'm going to pull this guy down because he has I forgot. Let's see then. We'll pull this guy down. Because these two together have residual powers. They're going to, between the two, pulling 2 counts of gloom against new cards. We're going to reduce them by 1. And then in the next attack, I'll try to, well, I won't really be able to try because I don't have the challenger keyword and nobody there is vulnerable, but hopefully the grotesque gif will come out and challenge somebody and die, and it did. Good. That gets rid of the second count of gloom, the second stack of gloom, 4 new cards entering the game. Alright, did some decent damage, that's good. No more gloom for now. Alright, he's boosting the active gloom on Victor, that's okay. I'm going to hold off on those for a second. Alright. Let's see here. He's got 2 impact. She's got 2 impact, 2 spirit, and 1 spirit. Let's play the Hive Herald. And let's take all of Victor's keywords. Makes for a strong Hive Herald. Oh, I screwed that up. I should have done his hex core first. My bad. That would have given one more keyword to the Hive Herald. That was stupid. Oh well, not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. We'll play hex core upgrade. This time I'll do it the correct way. And then I'll play the Hive Herald. Alright, now I'm going to play the Hive Herald and target Victor. This is what I should have done last round. And we'll summon Valor one more time. Two more attacks and shield level. Problem is she won't survive the scouting mission, so I will pull her back for now. Let Valor take the punishment. And now no matter who challenges, or no matter who blocks her, that character will die. That card will die, I should say. Alright, here we go. Now this should count as yep, there we go. I was going to say, should count as the fourth attack, and it should trigger her to level. There's Valor. He'll pull that guy. There he goes. Nope, she still died. Oh well, she took one with her. And it's game. The reason why I attacked with her, even though I knew she would die, is because I had enough power to overwhelm them and win the game. So it didn't really matter if I was careful with her or not. I could just go for the throat and finish the match. Let's see here. I like the fact this has lifesteal. That can be very powerful for me later on. I don't like the fact that it can't block. It's not really a reason for it to attack other than having lifesteal to heal. I really just want it for the keywords to give to Kesa. Let's see. Don't really want to deal with discards. I don't have a discard deck. This guy is not bad. He's a scout that pairs well with Quinn. And when he dies, he soils a loyal badger bear. So this is a very good card, honestly. And it has elusive, which is a good keyword, and means that he can survive for a while. But I'm going to take the fledgling Stellicorn. Even though it can't block, which can be a hindrance, it does have lifesteal, which is a very valuable keyword to have, and I really want Kesa to get that. So we have 2 gold chests. They're the same rarity. So what are the enemies? Dread and Thalassophobia. I honestly don't remember what this guy's got. It's been so long since I fought it. I remember the Dread. I fought it enough, so I guess we'll try Thalassophobia. Oh, I should have gone. Oh no, I still have access to it. There's a path. Good. I haven't missed out on the shop. The most important thing in this are buying powers. So anytime you see a shop, it's usually more valuable to go to the shop than to go to an item chest or a spell or something like that, because you want to get that power so you have that passive bonus every fight. We're going to drop 1 Quinn. We only need 1. I got a Voidling. Okay, Voidling and Armed Gearhead. Not bad right off the bat. I am attacking, so let's play the Armed Gearhead. He's good for attack. Nice, 4/4. Alright. And let's do the Voidling. Alright, I'm going to attack with just him. I don't want to lose my Voidling. And this guy will kill whoever blocks him. Unless the AI decides not to block. Alright, so it's going to grant vulnerable, which means that the next time it does it, it's going to die, but with them attacking, it'll probably just pull it into position. Which is okay, because it will kill whoever blocks it. Here comes the free attack. So the question is, who's going to attack it? I can play a couple of these, actually, to help out, so we'll just wait and see. I'm going to assume that it's going to be Shorttooth. But actually, since it summons a Longtooth, it may be Longtooth. Let's see. Oh, I thought it would have a free attack. I guess that's only for the 1 card then. In that case, let's play the Elder, the Belvethi Elder. Now, here it comes. Alright, no. Alright, so Spell Shield should defend against that. And it appears did a little bit. Right, I'm going to hold off on vulnerable because I want to use that when I attack. And let's buff this guy. Let's get him tough. I really want him to survive, so I'm going to try to get him to a stronger position. So I'm losing the Voidling. That's alright, he only had Overwhelm as a keyword. Good keyword, but I'm only losing one keyword. It's not like the Armed Gearhead where I'm losing 5 keywords. Alright. So we're going to come up here. We're going to neuter these two guys. Decrease their attack power by 2, give them both vulnerable, and grant myself some random common items. There we go. A little bit of overkill since they both have quick attack, but I wanted the items, I wanted to boost them and get them up there. And we're going to go ahead and just use this and do a 5 to it, so that way I can guarantee to kill it if I fight anything but the Golden Narwhal. Lost my spell shield there. Alright, K-Saw comes out this round. Long little video. Alright, here we go. Alright, and okay, now they're going to get the free attack challenging it, unfortunately. I won't get to rats. I'm not going to get to use second skin on it. That's alright. She's leveled. That's the important thing. I'll use second skin on the Armed Gearhead now. Ooh, Victor. And there's the duplicator. She does have augment, so that means she got 2 points off that instead of just 1. We're going to go ahead and attack before I play any cards. If I play cards, then the AI will have a chance to throw down other cards or use this slow spell of the list. We're just going to go ahead and make the attack now. Nice. Best game. Alright, we're just moving right along. Let's see, Glorious Revolution. Your cards have -1 cost, augment, are created by Glorious Revolution, and are now tech. That's really great, but you gotta wait till you're 8 because that's gonna decrease it from 10 to 2, or by 10 from 10 to 8 by 2. 8's kind of a high cost card. A lot of my matches with K-Saw end before I get to 8 gems, so I'm not gonna take that one. Genevieve Elmhart meshes well with Quinn. She has Scout and Challenger. That's great. She gives a basic buff. She's got Spirit, so 3 keywords, and Barrier. That's 4 keywords. That's really good. But she's a 6 cost. And then lastly, we have Defiant Dance. Recall unit Blade Dance 1. Grant your strongest ally a random rare item. I'm actually going to take that one, because I can play that earlier than the others, and Blade Dance will still deal some basic damage. The rare item is nice, but I'm going to go to the shop to buy power. I don't want that. This is great. I'm going to stun the strongest enemy. I like that skill. That's just a really nice passive bonus to your attacks and defense. I've already got the Hive Herald, so I'll just buy this to put it on the Hive Herald. Buy a couple more because I've put some low cost cards in my hand recently. I need to make sure I balance that with some high cost cards. This is not bad. 1-1 to 2-2 with 3 random keywords. That's a nice way to get the bonus keywords. And he captures the enemy, so that's going to automatically take an enemy off the board for basically no cost, just 1 point. That's a really cheap way to get an enemy off the board, at least for 1 round, and buy me some relief if I'm getting backed into a corner. Next up, we have Elise, and she's going to shovel 13 Spiderlings into my deck. When I draw one, then it's stolen to her side, and she summons it automatically. This is one of the most annoying powers that you'll ever encounter in this game. I've literally drawn 6 spiders in a row, and it can be very frustrating not being able to draw cards and just getting beaten because nothing's coming up in the rotation. Let's see. I'm going to throw back Defiant Dance. It's a little expensive to come right out of the gate, I'll keep Quinn since she's a champion. Okay, I got Void Blaster. That gives me units for rounds 1 and 2. Here's K-Saw, good. And the nice thing is if K-Saw levels and gets on the board, she's very good at managing the spiders because her attack will wipe them. Let's go ahead and play the Chronomancer. Let's say no to spiders. I've got 2, 3, no 4, and 5. Let's take the 6. That gives me my nice play curve of cards as my mana accumulates. I'm not going to attack because I cannot beat her. I'll just be throwing away my unit. Still no. I could attack, but instead of countering with him, she'll just counter with herself. I'll waste a unit. It's better to save him. If he's going to die, it's better to save him using a blocker. I try not to attack unless I know I can kill at least a roughly equal number of enemy units. Right, knowing Horror has Fearsome, deals 5 points of damage. It's their turn. This is not good. I need a unit that can block it and a unit that can block her. It means they need to have more than 3 powers. So 1 is on the board already. That's good. This guy's got 4, so that's the second one, although he will die. This one's 3. It's going to die. I'm going to wind up playing the Void Blaster and keeping the Elder, just because I would rather play the Elder with its quick attack or the Void Blaster with its Overwhelm. Both are good keywords, but the quick attack I like because it provides a little bit more survivability to the characters. Alright, here we go. We're going to wipe out 10 points of incoming enemy damage and keep it to 8. Of course, I'm losing both my cards, but the AI is also losing both of its cards. Ouch. Fortunately, she does not have 3 spiders, so she won't level up until this round unless I can kill off some of her spiders. And nope. So I drew a spider and went right to her side. Very annoying. Alright, so I have 8 attack. That's enough to overwhelm any health facing me. So I'm just going to attack, and hopefully, yep, she'll counter now. She counters with this guy, so he'll just create a new spiderling. So it's arguably no improvement, except that he's gone, his power's gone, so she's down to her last and second character. Second and last character, I should say, for that card. But unfortunately, Elise is leveled up, so this is starting to get out of hand. Once again, I drew a spider. This is why this is a very annoying one. We got a big buff. I'm actually going to play Quinn because she'll pull a second unit, which is Valor. That gives me three blockers total instead of 2 if I play the others. 17 points is going to hurt a lot. Here we go. At least Quinn and the Elder are alive still. I can try and use them next fight. I thought about putting in K-Saw, but I was concerned they would kill her off. I was also concerned that I would be able to block enough if I took 1 card instead of, say, a 2-for. But we're going to play her now. Alright, here we go. We're going to apply second skin to the Elder. Alright, we're going to attack with her since she's a scout. Nice hit, alright. Now we're going to attack with everything. Unfortunately, I don't have Overwhelm, so I won't really, well, unless they choose to just not block, I guess. That's why I love her ability. She just basically did a total enemy wipe. And let's throw the Exalted Poro out, give him a chance to level, and capture her at the same time. And you have to be careful with capture or any other cards like that, especially landmarks, because once they're destroyed, the enemy comes back out, goes back to the foe side of the board if they have available space, and there's actually a good way, or bad way, depending on what side of the board, like right here, for them to get another copy. Let's take the Poros. Just keep keep on pulling more of those things, don't they? We're going to play this. We're going to kill Elise. Alright, they're going to attack. She'll block the 5, so she has the most health. 7's next. Not bad. I gotta get this correct here. If I can use my fingers the way I need to use them. Alright, I should be able to block all of them without losing any of my units while simultaneously killing all of theirs. This is going to tilt the game in my favor decisively now. Even though it took a beating, this will fix it. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to throw the hive mind down again. Alright. Let's play second skin. Let's copy the Poro. His regeneration, his dragon, these will be good. She does not have a challenger yet, so we're going to play that. And we're going to increase her power and health. I'm basically going for the throw here. Still no overwhelm. That's a little concerning here. Actually, what I'm thinking, pull back, pull back. Send out Quinn. I will probably lose Quinn here. Oh, I didn't attack her first time. Oh, I screwed that up. I should have held her back one more round. I thought I had leveled her and I wasn't paying attention. Alright, Armed Gearhead has some good numbers there. Now we'll make our attack. Alright. And the AI is not going to block again, so that makes this easy. As you can see, her skill alone, 4 points of damage per shot, does massive damage. Of course, the strategy hinges very closely on her, so I got to take good care of her. If I let her get killed off, then I'm not going to benefit from all that damage. Let me grab the water while this is loading. Alright, good, here we go. Alright, now, in general, when I'm setting rewards and I'm improving my cards like this for my champions, I prefer to do my main champion, and I'll improve on her. She's balanced 6-6. I'm going to keep that as an 8-8. This makes her a Titanic unit, so she has 8 health or 8 attack. And that's going to make her very strong coming out of the gate while giving her survivability with a higher health. The whole key to her is less raw attack and more survival, so her skills get to activate. Alright, speaking of Titanic weight, that's going to give her an automatic +8/+8 now. That brings her to a 16/16. That's really powerful. That's very tempting. However, Nexus being tough is also really good. I mean, it decreases 1 point off every enemy attack. That gives me much better survivability. That's also a very, very tempting card to take. So it really comes down to, do I protect my Nexus, or do I buff my main card and make it even stronger? I think, if I recall correctly, there are some kill spells later. There's some nodes that use a lot of kill spells that can regardless of how much health you have, insta-kill your cards. So I'm going to go with fortifications because I've got a hunch I'm going to need to protect my Nexus. I've got a shop, I've got slot bot, I've got another shop. So this is an uncommon shop, which means it's probably going to have uncommon spells up to rare, maybe epic if you're super lucky. Slot bot lets you buy dice. I've still got 4, I don't need it. And then a rare shot with a guaranteed rare power or better probably. So we're going to go toward the rare shop. And this is an interesting node. You cannot deal damage to the enemy Nexus. You have got to basically just survive until it self-destructs. It's kind of a fun one actually. Hive Herald's too high cost right off the bat, so we'll drop it. And I just picked it back up, so not a big deal. My final jacket's making all kinds of sleeving sounds and dragging sounds. Sorry about that. To the Elder, it's going to have quick attack. Just attack me first. How about that? That's alright, it's going to die. And then I get a free attack after that. Not that it really does anything since I can't harm the Nexus, but I'll do it anyways. The key here is to attack as much and often as possible in order to prevent the AI's units from accumulating. You want to end this, you want to keep the units down so that it can't have a chance to help or heal, which in this case, for example, the octopus, the Darkwater Scourge, can heal using lifesteal, so that's not good. We don't want that. So I'll just capture it. No heal for you. Ha 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 ha. And let's build a Neandroid. Ballistic Bot is no point because it can't deal damage to the Nexus. The Neandroid will let me fight off any elusive unit, since it, or at least block an elusive unit or two since it has elusive already. I'm going to sacrifice my Elder to protect against this attack. Don't really want to, but I don't want to put that other unit back out there and have it heal. So we'll keep the Darkwater Scourge locked up for a round or two and let the enemy Nexus health depreciate as much as possible before it comes back out. Yep, and there it is, speaking of. So let's go ahead and just get rid of it right off the bat. No more Darkwater Scourge. Boom, bye-bye, it's gone. And now I'll play the Neandroid. So it's going to heal 3 because it has health potion on the Stalking Shadows. Annoying. Now it's going to take, well, I was already at 2 rounds, but now if they do any more healing, it will definitely take 2 rounds. So again, I don't want the Darkwater Scourge to come out of the Exalted or Destined Poros. I'll leave it there, and I'll just counter and sacrifice the Neandroid. Don't forget my Nexus is armored, so it is only dealing 1 point less damage. So instead of dealing 4 damage to my Nexus, it deals 3. Alright, so if I can prevent it from healing, then in 1 round it will kill itself. And speaking of healing, there it is trying to heal. Recall a unit. Let's do that. I like that. Let's recall the Soul Forger. Soul Gorger. The AI can't turn around and replay it, so it has to attack with the minion. And I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to go ahead and defend now because I have tough, so my unit will survive. I'm protecting against any further damage. So far, only taken 3 points. This is good. And now it should kill off its Nexus. There it goes. My victory. 3 points damage total. That's it. That might be the fastest I've ever closed out the Soul Gorger. Not bad, not bad. I already have Hive Herald, so I'm going to take another 2 copies of it. This time I'm adding regeneration as an item to all the heralds. We're going to go to the fancy blue shop right here. Really buy a power. That's not bad. That's actually really good. Summon your weakest follower from the deck. We're going to take that. Gives me a guaranteed card right off the bat. Now let's see what we've got here. None of these are really jumping out at me. The Broodmother's not bad. It's just high cost though, that's the problem. But the heal is nice. I'm thinking about taking that one. Just so I've got a passive heal for late game. Patrol Warden's not bad. It gives me a rally whenever it dies. That's not bad at all. What do we got after this? Soul Gorger. I think you spend health for cards. Let's reroll. Ooh, an ally captures a unit. That could be very useful. So that wouldn't be bad. That's actually a pretty good card because it has a decent power curve. The Pour of Fluff reduces its stats to 1/1, so it's losing 1 point of stat, but it's losing 2 costs. That's not a bad trade-off, especially when it's going to just keep growing in power. I like Ribbon Dancer. It blade dances, so it forces a fight, basically. And Gem is good. When you play a card, give me 1+1 this round. That could be good because you could play lots of cards, especially after Chemtech Duplicator kicks in round 6 or round 5 with 6 gems. Some decent cards here. Genevieve with Deathless isn't bad. Undying's fun, but not really a fit for my current deck. And it can't block. Tane's going to be really useful for getting rid of annoying cards, and it will add cards back to my deck that cost 1. So that's helpful because later Fiddlesticks will demolish decks or demolish cards from my deck. So we'll just go ahead and take some Detains. That could be a good way to take Fiddlesticks off the board later in the final showdown. We're going to take the Blade Dancer because it will Blade Dance 1, which basically is a free attack. It also has Regeneration, which is a really good skill. And I'm going to take the Giver. It's another low-cost card that I can play very easily. And the gems it produces are very helpful for keeping my units alive. Go ahead and close out some stuff. That's all the notifications here. Trying to play a game is not as easy when people keep messaging you and you keep getting notifications pop up. Alright, not a bad start. Detain, I'm going to go ahead and drop it. I don't want a 5 point right off, or 5 cost right off the bat. Alright, 3. This is good. 1, 2, 3. There's my play curve. Basically, I can start from 2 and go to 3, or I can just start from 1 and work up. And it pulls the Armed Gearhead. That's a really good card for it to pull right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and play Payday to the Armed Gearhead. His augment will give him bonus power. He's already got quick attack. We're going to give him a spell shield to protect him. He's a pretty respectable 5/4 now. And we'll play the Destined Poro as well. And just capture that guy. Alright, now we'll attack. I'll challenge him to get him out of the way. And the Destined Poro will go for a 2-point hit. Now here's the Overgrown Snapvine. Anytime it plays a follower, it's going to kill it to transform it into an Overgrown Snapvine. So no matter what I do, I'm going to lose my cards here. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and just block the Toad. I'll take a 4-point hit to protect my Armed Gearhead. I'm not worried about the Cursed Keeper coming back out because he's pretty weak, and even though he has an Unleash Abomination, whatever, that's not a huge issue overall. And let's do Blade Dance. Nice, they're blocking it. And I'll save the other mana gem because I can't spend it anyways. Let's do Blade Dance again. If he defends against the Blade Dance, he loses a unit. He did not. It did not. Yeah, I did not. And let's do my Chronomancer, so I can predict a card. I'll go with the Hive Herald because we're starting to get higher up into the power curves. Higher cost cards, I should say. We're going to attack with everything. I'm going to drag the Snap Vine over, make sure that it dies to the Armed Gearhead, and then it doesn't matter what the Toad blocks, the Toad's dying. That's fine. I only need one of the Ribbon Dancers to get the regeneration for Kesa. Alright. I'm still leading on cards by 10 more cards. That's good. Alright, Kesa will come out this... Ooh, they're going to attack first. They're determined to get rid of those... Those keywords. So, I guess I gotta block these two. That reduces it to 7. I'm gonna save the Armed Gearhead. I guess I could have played it to block one more card. That would have been smart. That would have given me a heal. I wasn't thinking. Wasn't paying attention, wasn't thinking. That's alright. I'll get it back with KSL here in a minute. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play the Hive Herald. That'll give me extra heal ability. Now I'll copy all the skills, which gives everybody nice buffs because of the augment. And since we're over 6, everything's duplicated. Similarly, they're all quick attack. I'll go ahead and just get rid of this guy with high health. This will trigger twice to kill him. I'm sure somebody's going to look at it and go, well, there's a 10 point on the attack versus the 8 point you kill. Well, yeah, he's got 4 health though, so I'll make sure to kill it with quick attack very easily here. See, quick attack, it's done for. Quick attack, it's toast, quick attack. So I'm killing off the 3 highest cards with my quick attack cards. And of course, Kesa's skill set. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Next round, well, next attack round for me, I should say, not next round, but the next round that I get to attack should finish this up. I'm going to go with another Hive Herald. Just keep building that power curve, and then of course we'll throw down the gift giver, build a gem in hand for next round. I'm not wounded, so it's not really going to benefit me. My allies, all except for the gem giver, have regeneration. So again, no real benefit to gems other than that extra 1 point of attack damage, which I'll take because I'm greedy. So I'm going to give this to that one. I'm going to copy the second skin from the Hive Herald that I just buffed. Alright, my cards are very strong now. And we'll go ahead and play the gem to Kesa. Everybody with augment got to go up 2 points, and then she went up 2 more additional points for the gems. So this is really nice. Here we go. Doesn't really matter who fights who, they're all so strong they'll just wipe them. All that and I still have 81 points of damage even with the blockers. That's what I'm talking about right there. Her skill just wipes stuff. Quick water break. Talking drives me out. Alright. Boy Blaster going to a 6/6 is nice. Fiora. That gives me a heal. She kills 4 units, I win the game. That's not bad, I'll take it. Starting to get into the I have too many champions side, but I'll take it. Why not? I actually don't think I've seen this card, weirdly enough. I just don't recognize it. Interesting. I don't really want to do damage my next is equal to cost, so let's look at this. After this, we've got a another shop coming up, which will have another power. Go down 10 points. Shop. Then we're either going to have an enemy or a heal. Might be a heal, actually. Guess I'll take the detain since I already have a detain. It is a heal. My gamble paid off. I'll heal back from that. Alright, I don't have enough to really buy anything though. I've only got 130 gold. It's not enough to buy power, unfortunately. Let's see, I'm going to troll for a second, see what I can find. 6 cost spell, he's got Deathless, that's not bad. Like he finds only 1 card though. Don't want to play discards. Just not feeling it. Ooh, what's this one? Quick attack and attach. That might be more useful. Helps me draw cards. This is a cheap, quick way to pull cards in my hand and slightly buff a card already on the deck. That would be pretty good. True Shot Barrage once I get past 6 mana gems. None of these are super great. I really want to buy power, but you need 200 gold minimum to buy power if you're going to get an uncommon one. So I'll take the Quick Quill. It's really the only one I can afford right now. Yep, I can't even get the True Shot Barrage. Alright, we'll go heal up. And we'll go deal with Fiddlesticks. So he plants 8 Nightmares in my deck. And then at the end of each round, it's going to terrify me 1, which means it destroys a card out of my deck for each card I drew. Or added to my hand. So creating cards counts as adding. So this is going to hurt. I'm going to have to kill him quickly, or else the second scan being added to my hand, the card draws I have, things like that, are going to result in my deck being depleted very rapidly. We'll just keep that deck. That's a good set, or a good starting hand. All low cost cards, I play multiple cards right off the bat. I know I've got some draw cards in here, so I'll be drawing some cards and replenishing my hand, so this isn't too bad. I drew a Victor instead of a Ksaw. Not great, not bad. It would be great if I had drawn Ksaw. Go ahead, puppets. Okay, let's see. These are just creepy, no matter how you cut it. So I can play 2 1-pointers. Probably one 1-pointer before they attack me. Let's go for it. Let's try putting her on the board. Yep, they're attacking right off the bat. Let's see if it's very annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and just block. No damage to my Nexus. And I'll play the Gearhead. We're going to neuter him with their Gloom. Or I guess not, it's the first time, right? Yeah, the first time. So that protected him, actually. And because I added all those cards, it just shredded all those. I hate that. And it pulled a Nightmare from my deck, the Jawfish. Let's see here. Elder's going to have a 3-point attack because it's going to get neutered. And the Jawfish is an 8-point card. It pulled right off the bat. I hate this. I hate Fiddlesticks so much as a node. Gives me a 4-point card because of the Gloom. Let's play Chronomancer. I'm going to try to predict what I get. Let's take the Void Seeker. I need to try to kill that jaw. It's too strong. Right, we're going to buff him to a 4. This basically means that short of the jawfish, whatever blocks me will die. And then I can use the Void Blaster next round to kill the jawfish. Oh, it tossed my Void Blaster. I didn't think about that. I got K-Saw at least. This is annoying. Alright, let's try Blade Dance. At this point, I'm just trying to block. Oop, and the Gloom killed off the Blade Dance, but protected her. There's the kill unit. I hate Vengeance so much. The aggravating thing is, he built up a bunch of keywords, and I just lost them all before I could even play K-Saw. Gloom, struck again. Alright, let's get some of these. Oh, he's stunned. Alright, let's get some of these Gloom cards off the deck. Alright, there's that. K-Saw comes out next round. Yuck. Tossed a card. So we got 37 cards. There's 22, but he tosses them fast. Let's play K-Saw. Alright, 10-10, that's good. Just don't have a stupid kill card. I really want to play this on the, what's it called? The Arm Gearhead. Because he has the augment keywords. Every time I play this card, it's going to buff her. However, I'm concerned about that Vengeance kill card. So I'm going to play it on this one so that she gets the spell shield. I want to make sure she survives. Everybody's weak enough now that they'll all die to quick attack, so I'm just going to go all out. Alright, it's losing. The AI is losing 3 cards here. That's good. Nice, I got a 4th card. Okay, very good. I was totally blocked, but I did wipe their side except for the Jaw Monster, so this is looking much better. The balance is tipping back in my favor. Okay. Probably going to wipe my spell shield. Yep, there is spell shield. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play that for Victor. Because I'm over 6 mana gems, it plays twice, so he gets 2 keywords, which is also a really strong benefit to having the Ludens, whatever it is. Tempest, Trident, I forget, or Chemtech Duplicator, sorry, the Chemtech Duplicator. And so not only will he buff like that, but also because he and the Armed Gearhead have Augment, they're both going to buddy up, basically. I'm going to attach to her, give her another bonus. Just buff her to try to keep her alive as long as we can. More Gloom. The Armed Gearhead is gone. Rats. Oh well. Victor still has Augment, so I can still get it from him for K-Saw using the second skin now. I'm going to go ahead and use it on him instead of trying to give him another keyword. And we're going to go ahead and just attack. I don't want them to get too strong. We're going to detain, using K-Saw, we're going to detain the Soul Gorger. I don't want it healing. The goal is to kill this thing before Fiddlesticks comes out as quickly as I can. Victor level, that's good. Actually, that's Fiddlesticks right there. Yeah, he came out already. So yeah, the goal is to get this done and over with before he has a chance to really interact. Well, I wasted my detain. Oh well, I wasn't thinking about the fact she's going to get it. That's alright. Alright, one more round of attacks and I should have this. No! Kill a unit. Doggone it. Oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. This is why I hate Fiddlesticks. Alright, attach to Victor, please. And he has regeneration, which is really good. Alright, we're still doing alright. My next attack, I should be able to finish this. Oh, a lot of cards out of my deck. Jeez Louise. Down to 18 cards. 17 cards. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, I hate Fiddlesticks. Alright, that's a 6. Let's throw him out there. He should be able to kill any card. Unless they glue me. Still killing one. Alright, I really could use a K-Saw. Probably not going to get her. Attach to him, get his health up there, get his power up there. We need to be able to kill some of these guys next round. Let's get her on the deck. And let's get the gem on him. Again, boost him some more. Guess I should have saved it, given her the power boost next round, because she's got Excavator's charge, but that's alright. 1 point shouldn't make or break. Oh no, all those cards. Stop with the cards. Oh shoot. Ah, he leveled. Oh good, I've got overwhelmed. Okay, I've got a shot at this. And Fiora comes out right at the end. If I play her, he'll have a chance to play other stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack right off the bat. Oh crap, I don't have... I don't have a challenger. I was going to try to pull this guy over. That would let me finish him off. Let's just see what happens. Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it. Oh, he's doing it. I think I just lost to Fiddlesticks. Partly because I got the cards out of order. And also partly he just had better deck, unfortunately. I hate this. Problem is he just gets so many cards and he just shatters all your cards. So he's probably about to kill me off. 8 cards in my hand, he's probably about to toss all of them. And I don't even have an attack left, so it's game. There goes 2. There goes 3. 3 cards left. I lose. Now the Hive Hero comes out. Go figure. And he's going to kill her. Unreal. Yeah, I've got 1 card left. Alright, let's kill Fiddlesticks. Please kill Fiddlesticks. Get him off the board. Well, he's going to glue me. Oh well. I should have captured him actually. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Is what it is. Doesn't matter. I only have 1 card left. It's a done deal. This little guy. There we go. Not a card, or 2 cards left. He's gonna toss him now, and I'm toast. Very annoying. Very annoying. Goodbye. That's game. Drag. If that Vengeance card. I hate the Vengeance cards. That Vengeance card, when he killed K-Saw, basically that's what cost him a match. Alright, let's go here and try one more time. This is probably my least favorite enemy to fight. Even Aurelion Soul is more preferable to him. As annoying as Aurelion is, I mean, all those level 2 heroes, this guy is just really aggravating. Alright, Chronomancer gives me prediction. I've got 2 of the Void Blasters, or Void Seekers, which lets me deal damage to help keep some of these guys out of my hair. I couldn't get my keywords going fast enough. Alright, let's do... It's going to terrorize, so it kind of defeats the purpose of the Chronomancer. just do the Chronomaster anyways. He got decent health. He's alright right off the bat. The detains weren't a huge help, so let's start with that one. If it's going to toss one, let's toss that one. Alright, here we go attacking. I'm not losing any cards. It's not losing any cards, but I am dealing 2 points, so I'll take it. Oh my gosh, I forgot I was going to toss all those anyways. And there went a K-Saw I saw. I really would like to have that in my hand. Very annoying. Come on, give me a K-Saw. I got a... Nope, tossed a Quinn. Alright, so... Of course it got the Jawfish right off the bat again. I'm not evolved. So, what have I got here? It's going to attack. I can't stop the Siren. I really do need to kill it though. It's going to keep depleting my cards. Let's throw her out there. Oh my gosh, this Fiddlesticks. He already came out, huh? Oh, they killed all my cards. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get rid of that one. He came right out, he granted Gloom, he killed off the remainder of my cards using Gloom. How annoying. And let's get rid of the Siren so it will stop terrorizing my deck. Alright. Get Victor out there, start trying to get him powered up. The Nexus plating, the tough Nexus plate should actually protect me against this guy, which is good. I could attack. I'm not going to kill anything. And the Jawfish will actually kill off Victor. So we're going to not attack. We're going to keep him as a blocker, which I hate, not being able to attack. But I'm kind of backed up. There's Fiora. I'm kind of backed into a corner here. Rats. Here's another Gloom guy. Alright, I could do Detain, but I'll probably lose him. That gives me Valor. That gives me 2 units. Probably gonna have to do that, 2 units. Just killed right off the bat with a stupid Gloom. That will actually let me survive and kill Fiddlesticks. That's good. That will let me block the Jawfish. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the bigger hit so I can kill this annoying Gloom thing. There we go. Let's give Victor a Hex Core upgrade. Alright, the reason why I didn't swap Quinn and Victor is because, well, actually, I lucked out. I was going to say, I have a chance to get regeneration with him, and I actually did, so that lucked out. Are you kidding? Another Fiddlesticks already? That's insane. Oh, and it killed Victor. Anyways. So my gamble didn't work. It did. I got regeneration, which should have been great, but they pulled a Fiddlesticks immediately and just killed it. This is just super annoying. And we're going to play the Hive Herald, take her keywords. That lets me attack twice with Scalp. If the game will load. Come on. There it goes. Got our gross card. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm not going to attack the second time because I'll just lose cards if I do that. The regeneration will heal them, so we're going to stick with that. Oh my gosh, there goes K-Saw. It's tossed at least 2 or 3 K-Saws now. It's just not going to let me have her. I need her to win this. Oh my gosh, it's getting all the stupid detains. And it killed. Oh, I should have just attacked. Wow, this is annoying. Come on, Burley. Let's see here. Just gonna play Vengeance, I know it. I hate Vengeance so much. It's a broken card. Really, honestly, Vengeance should really have a higher cost. Just insta-kill any unit, even a champion. It shouldn't be so cheap. And yep, there's Vengeance, kill a unit. I mean, only 3 costs, seriously? Very frustrating. Looks like I killed the jawfish finally. Oh my gosh, soul border. Let's do this. I'll take that lifesteal, thank you very much. Nice, a bit regeneration on it. All these spells, where on earth is my case off? It keeps terrifying them. Yuck. Just deleting all my units. Oh my gosh, he leveled. Finally, a case off. Alright, I don't want to play her immediately in case it has the another Vengeance card, but I do need to get her on the board, and I do need to get a lot of keywords on her, so let's try attaching like that. Alright, it could still play Vengeance, but I can't really wait any longer. I need to go ahead and get her on the board. I'll just have to gamble a little bit here and hope I get lucky. I do need a little bit of luck. No Vengeance cards, please. No Vengeance cards. Alright, let's do a payday. Don't have to worry about Vengeance at this point. Let's play it to the Hive Herald. Spell Shield's very important. Let's do that. That will protect against Vengeance. Let's do it again. Hoping for Overwhelm. No Overwhelm. Rats. I already have Quick Attack. Guess we'll just go with the general buff. I was really hoping for Overwhelm. And now we're going to do Second Skin to the Hive Herald. Copy those over. Fantastic. Let's go clear the board. Alright, here we go. Get them all out of the way. Get me a really nice heal, and I only have 10 cards left, so this has got to work. Get rid of Fiddlesticks. Bye-bye, Fiddlesticks. Alright, Fiddlesticks is off the board finally. Hopefully they don't have another one. I've got to go 2 rounds somehow, and this is not looking good with only 10 cards on the board. In my hand, rather. So let's see what happens. Cruds. Make that 6 cards in my hand. I'm not going to make it to the next round. Oh my gosh, what is it? It just deleted all my cards. Unreal. You gotta be kidding me. Fiddlesticks is just totally broken. That there's no way that's a what is it, 3.5 star? There's just no way. They really need to take the Vengeance cards out, or at least put them back to a 6 cost. It's way too overpowered when you consider what all he has going for him. It's just overkill. He doesn't even need it. Yes, only a 3.5 star, but it's actually one of the hardest ones you can play in the whole game. I mean, to put that in perspective, Colossus is 3.5 star, Star of Orchard is a 4, Unforgiven is a 4.5, Grand Heist is a 3.5. All those are way easier than Ancient Fear. Ancient Fear should really be like a 5-star. It's crazy hard with him. If they were to take the Vengeance card away from him, or at least neuter it to a 6 cost, where like it should be, then that would make it more of a 3.5 star. But he alone makes it something way over 3.5 star. So they really should fix that imbalance. Anyways, with that, we're going to stop it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to tune in next time. Like and subscribe for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.